Good afternoon and welcome back to Interior Designer Plays. Today we are in part 1 of this Ashton Manor build, where we will only be doing the exterior today, and sort of some garden decorating. We will come back in it in the next part, but I found it too long to put the two and two together, and I also wasn't completely sure if I would get the interior finished before I wanted to upload this part, which I did not. So I got inspired for this build by Pinterest, as usual, from a German manor house somewhere, and I forgot the name, and then gave my own swing to it. The manor in the reference that I had was white, so you can see I start off white, and then I find it too bright and it doesn't really work with the surroundings. That's built in how is it called? This it's built in this new expansion world we got in the last expansion, and this has this very cold greyish atmosphere, and that really did not suit this white brightness very well. And then I think I also gave it more like a British Georgian style with the windows than I first intended to. But yeah, so inside I have started furnishing. Is basically massive, as you will see when the build comes together. And so that is a bit why this is only a 9-minute long video, just because it was too much to do it all together. But so yeah, so we're on to this very ornamental exterior, which is still very cold. I am foreseeing to do the lower floors as servant rooms, boot rooms, kitchens, those things, and then the first floor, where the stair comes out of actually, would be then the main living area of the family that lives here. So actually I've started with the back of the house, which is for me funny to start with the back, but I felt it worked very well as a garden entrance or a garden access point. And I didn't want the entrance of the house to be on the first floor on these funny stairs. I found that was not really in line with then the Georgian vibe, where you normally have like a carriage entrance, or yeah. So the build is filled with custom content. Most of it is from Felix and Harry, I think. They're well, the House of Harlix packs, of course, too, and then some other content creators where I will go deeper in if we do the overview in the next part, which will be up if you watch this on the date it is uploaded, next Thursday. So that is a bit the rhythm that I want to keep now. Every Thursday uploading a video, so I also have sort of a rhythm for myself, but it's also more clear for you watching when the next build will come up, or the next part in this case. So about the build, so you see we're working facade per facade and not so much the whole build and the build as a whole, which has given me quite some issues in the interior. Very much old style approach, but fine. That aside, windows in the roof don't have roofs. But that is because if you look at it from here, for instance, it looks like it has a slightly curved rooftop. And that gets accentuated by the fence that I put on top of it to make it look more manorial. Is that a word? More manor-esque. So, yeah. The fence on the roof, or this balustrade on the roof, has a different color. Now, you can say that was because I did not have the same hue of grey that I was using for the rest of the build, which is absolutely true. But I also thought that it could be very well, be the fact that this was a later addition, and you can clearly see the build of the house with the Gothic influences, Georgian, and then this sort of Baroque fence on top was a later addition by another owner of the house, or a family member, or whatever. So, yeah, the exterior of the house is basically done now. We're finishing up the entrance to the manor here, and are then starting on the garden. The garden will have a driveway, quite a wide driveway, almost the full gate entrance to the house, or gate entrance there where the door is, which is surrounded or hugged by this fence of bushes you see me put in here. And then inside of that, there we have it, with these conifers that give this very royal and esteemed entrance that this house needed. Then we're having a pond here. It's a small pond with a little bench. It's very simple, very minimalist. I wouldn't imagine the people who live in this house to be a lot outside and just have it for looking at it, or after having like a promenade sitting on this bench with like the cute blankets on. And then there are some statues in the garden, and there's just some landscaping to do, like we will put on some paint on the ground, and then the exterior of this build is done. I hope you have enjoyed the building of the exterior of Ashton Manor and a bit of the garden decorating. And I hope I see you in my next video, okay? Enjoy the screenshots, and bye!